Hey guys, this video is just on, again, I've done a couple of these where you're using something that is using things in a way that they weren't exactly designed for, but again, you're making things work. Now, like a few of us, I don't always have my rooftop tent on the ute. Now, you can probably see what I'm about to say it, but originally I had this lump of wood that's a real thick bit of jarrah and a lifting eye on it. Now the problem I had, or I've got, is, go turn this around. Now the problem I've got is the arse end of the ute sits too high for the block and tackle to work to do things properly. Now, yesterday and today I've mucking around trying to get something to work, and everything that I thought of wasn't going to work. This was it's kind of a last resort kind of thing. Now, what it is, it's a 2.5 ton ratchet straps, so they're real big trucky straps, strapped around a couple of the rafters and like the trusses. Sorry, the trusses in the shed. I've got a D-shackle around the two of them, and then I've got pulleys. So you can see out there, let's zoom in a little bit here. There you go. So that's your strap around the truss, there, and then your winch rope. So that's it. And then there you go. Now, it goes without saying, if you have to do this to make something work, if you're just trying to get it to work, be aware of your surroundings. Always look what you're doing, and if anything doesn't seem right, like it's moving, like it doesn't make you feel comfortable, stop. Again, these ratchet straps are not meant for this. Your winch rope, I've used a winch out in the garden all the time. I've used that all the time for not so much, not what it's sort of like, not what it's meant for, but not going out of the scope sort of thing. You normally anchor yourself to a tree, then pull yourself out, ripping bushes and stuff out in the garden. It's kind of pulling the anchor out. This, if it's not done properly, and if you're not concentrating, it can have consequences. So I'm not saying don't do it, and I'm not saying do it. I am merely demonstrating a way to get get yourself out of a tight spot, so to speak. We've probably all done things on the tracks that you sort of go, not sure about this, getting things to work. So this is what this is. It's getting something, using it in a manner that it's not designed for, but standing back and just taking things slowly. I heard an old saying many years ago. It's called doing dumb shit safely. All right, that's what this is. All right, keep clear of what you're doing and just take it slow. So by doing that and taking it slow and being out of the way, keeping clear, all of that stuff, if anything was to go wrong, which I doubt it will, because that's 2.5 ton strap. Yes, it is going around metal, but this is what 30-40 kilos, whatever the King's the normal one is, the Tourer. As long as, again, keeping clear, listening, watching, if anything does go wrong, you're out of the way. So, all right, yeah, like I said, this is just purely what you can do to get yourself out of a bind. This is one of the things. All right, yeah, all right, thanks guys. Stay safe, and if you've got to do something like this, keep clear.